This is a super tiny park, yet it has its own POTA number. The only entrance is what you can see there. And the boundary of the park is not much further than you can see. Anyway, there's a bit of a clearing just beside this house, and I've just put up a stealthy end-fed wire. So I'm not going to be here for very long, just the minimum needed to get 10 or so contacts for POTA.
Victor Kilo 3, United Charlie Delta. QSL there, Peter. Yeah, I've got you 5x5 into Maryborough, Central Victoria there. VK3 Alpha Whiskey Alpha, VK3 AWA, 5 and 4, 54, over. VK3 ACU.
Some parks are very, very small. This one, for example, that I've just activated, it's basically not much larger than a house block and not much in the way of access. That must be something that local kids put up to get into it. It's right next to a school. It wasn't particularly comfortable activating this park. I only made the minimum number of contacts pretty much, and that's it. And around here quite a few wood burning fires, and it's being in the winter, so it's a bit smoky and not particularly nice. So I'll just keep walking just to show you how small this park is. But the good thing about it is that no one's activated it before. First time it's been activated, I don't think too many people are going to be following. You basically just need a very small station. Just go in there, make a few contacts and get out. Apart from the opening we saw before, it's completely fenced off. Oh no, there's another opening, just to give you an idea of how big it is. You can only just fit through it, but if you were to go through this way you'd be treading on lots of vegetation and whatever. So I think the opening I chose before was better. But the good news is that the school on the right, but very close to that on the other side of the school is another park, much bigger. It's got the same name, but it's got a different POTA reference. You can probably just see, I think the trees that you see down there at the end are just in the park, and the park that I was in before was just down there. So you can see how close they are, with only the schools separating them. So if you are this type that wants to do multiple park activations, then look on the POTA map and you might see other opportunities. Here's our second park, much bigger. The school's just down there, but also easier to get into. As we saw before, Ants must love this area. Look at all the ants' nests. Didn't find a suitable spot where I could put up the pole easily with lots of clearance for the wire. So went back out and went around another direction, and this looks a lot more promising. Now activation number 2. I'll do something different. I'll try FM on 40 metres. I'll use a very quiet frequency up above 7.2, which isn't very often used here in Australia for amateurs, and I'll put a spot because I can't really expect people to be finding me up there, so I'll put a spot on POTA and see how many contacts I get on FM, and later on I'll try AM, SSB, maybe even some other bands, but it's a much more conducive location here, so I can stay longer rather than the 10 minutes that I was operating from at the previous spot. VK3YE calling CQ, CQ, CQ.
VK3YE, VK3 Papa Fox. Yeah, roger, Peter. Near enough to 5 and 9 as well. A little bit below and a little break up occasionally, but not a problem. And I guessed correctly as to where you would be, over. Yeah, roger, Peter. No, I was looking at the boundary files on Google Earth, and yeah, I figured that would be the likely target for the next one. Okay, I'll leave you to it, and perhaps we might catch up with you on sideband or CW later. Good luck, Peter. 7344. Yep, roger that. And looks like Tony is out in Bullbeef Creek on 7139. Spot just came through here. Cheers, Peter.
Roger. VK3VIN. VK3VIN. Victor of Bullbeef Creek. VK3 Yankee Echo Portable. G'day there, Peter. You're about a 4 and 2. 4 and 2, over. Roger, roger. 4393, POTA Park. And just for information, my POTA Park number is VK0481, over. VK7 X-ray, Peter. Roger, roger, Pete. Well, you're 5 and 7. You're about a 5 and 2 about a minute ago, but you've just sprung right up. Just wondering, where is the 4393? What's the QDH, over? Roger, roger. Yeah, I was looking at your video this morning down there in the mud flat. So, all good, Pete. Well, you're sounding really good. 7344.
USL Peter 58, you're 5 and 6, 56, and
Thank you. This is VK3 Sierra Golf. Also, g'day, Ted. And I'll catch you later. But Peter, your signal into Melbourne, about a 557. Over.
yeah, roger. Also peaking 5 and 9, Peter. Good to get you on sideband as well.
Roger, thanks, Peter. A 5 and 5 to me, 5 and 5. Is this a different location to the previous one, is it? Roger, roger. Thanks very much, mate. Enjoy the contacts. VK3 Yankee Echo, VK3 DWL. QSL, got you, Peter. Yeah, thanks for being out there. New pass 228, got the details. You're 4 and 3, 43 from VK1AO, and then also 43 from VK2. Tango, Peter, back to you.
VK3 Charlie Juliet November.
1 Alpha Delta. VK3 Delta Lima.
VK3 Charlie Juliet November.
Yeah, g'day, Peter. Thanks for the 5 and 6. You're 5 and 3, 53. I'm in VKFF 3222. 3222.
VK3 Papa India, Peter.
Audio later. Thank you for that. Enjoy the day. VK3 TSM clear. QSL 5 and 7, VK3 Yankee Echo, VK4 HAT. G'day, Peter. Hope you're having fun. 5 and 3. 5 and 3, over. VK7 India Delta. Roger, roger. You're at 5 and 9, Peter. And I'm in VK0535.
For November Hotel.
VK2 VAR. QSL, Peter. Lovely signal from you. Really strong audio, which is great. So the processor's working well, mate. About 5 and 7 here. 57.
Of Colorado, calling CQD. Okay, we got it. Yankee Ecuador, Victor Kilowatt 3, Yankee Ecuador, Kilowatt Echo 0, United India. You're about 5 and 4 right now. We do have the beam pointed to Europe, so that's not helping, but we could copy you there. United Alpha 4. Oscar, calling CQ, CQ20, Golf 7, Victor Tango Oscar, Golf 7, Victor Tango Oscar, calling CQ and listening.
Victor Kilo 3 Yankee Echo.
The Victor Kilo 3 station again, please.
Victor Kilo 3 Yankee Echo. VK3 Yankee Echo.
Victor Kilo 3 Yankee Echo, is that correct? Roger, thank you for your patience. I've got you on about a 4 and 3, about a 4x3 with QFB. But thank you for coming back to my call. The name this way is Chris, and the QTH here is about 20 miles south of the city of Bristol in the southwest of the UK, QSL. Victor Kilo 3, Yankee Echo, Golf 7, Victor Tango Oscar returning. I think you said you were running 5 watts QRP, 5 watts QRP, was that correct? Oh wow, that's fantastic, Peter. I'm really pleased to get you in the log. 5 watts on the vertical on the beach. Cracking, I love it. My working conditions here are 100 watts from an old Kenwood TF440 into an NFED half-wave, 40 metres long, about 10 metres above the ground, so quite simple setup this way. And I'm just looking at your QTH. I just have another contact in your part of the world, on the east side of Melbourne. He's about 100 kilometres away from me. I'm just looking at where you are on the map. Great. But thank you very much for coming back.